my name's Nick. I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B dealership in the state of Florida. We are #2 in the entire United States of America. This whole beautiful country, we sell more Class B vans than almost everybody else. And what we have today is a very, very exclusive, one-of-a-kind Class B RV that you can only find at Sunshine State RVs. There's not another place in the country you can find this van behind me. Here in the last couple months, we started carrying an outside van. They are based in Portland, Oregon, which we're down here in Florida. Portland, Oregon's way up here on the other side of the country. You could not get much further. But when we met them, we knew instantly we wanted to do business with them. And I kind of feel like they knew instantly they wanted to do business with us. It was kind of cool because I fell in love with their trucks and their suspension and all the cool stuff they did. And then they started showing me their vans and I was like, oh, you guys do vans also? This is great. So they do so much stuff that is proprietary to them. That is, I mean, Outside Vans is owned by Fox Racing. And Fox Racing, we all know, does the Fox shocks, Fox suspension. I mean, Fox, everybody knows, it's a household name. If you care anything about off-road or overland type stuff, they are a household name. So they are owned by Fox, and this van has a great marriage of the overlanding and the quality of Outside Van, the overlanding ability of Fox. They kind of bring it together, and this is an exclusive for Sunshine State RVs. There's nowhere else you can find an Outside Van parks with the Ranger series. They call it the Drift. This is the Drift model. So the Drift model is this van behind me. It's absolutely beautiful. And what's cool is we will ship this for free anywhere in the country. So even if you live in Portland, Oregon, and Outside Van's 5 minutes from your house, but you want a Drift model, you have to get it from Florida. So we will ship it right back up to you. They'll ship it to us, and then we'll ship it to you, or maybe we'll figure something out in between. But we will ship these for free anywhere in the country. I love these Overland vans. I love the capability they give you. I love that they let you go anywhere, anytime, wherever you want, because of the lithium, because of the suspension, because of they're fully self-contained. The way that they handle everything is absolutely phenomenal. So let's dive into this Drift van. I'm gonna call it the Drift van because that's what it is. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. When it comes to the colors, it comes to the options, it comes to the look. I mean, just look at it. I love the decals. I love the power running boards. I love the wheels, the Performance Elite suspension by Fox Racing. I mean, all of the lights. This thing has more lights on it from the factory than any other van. I mean, I'm talking, it has the little lights up top. It has the big lights on the bar, and then it has the little lights down here. It has like the perfect combination of lights, and it's not just up top. It's also kind of set up to where it will show you everywhere you're going. I like the two-piece wheels that they do. So they have the white trim and the black wheels and the all-terrain tires. It does have the Fox Performance. Let me make sure I get this right. It's called Fox Performance Elite front struts and rear shocks. Has the 4,700 rear springs. It has their special agile off-road no rub kit. All 5 of these wheels are exclusive to the Drift Special Edition package. They are powder coated, all the wheels. The retractable steps on the passenger and driver side. I mean, how fast these things, this is not shut all the way, but when you shut it, how fast these things go in and out there. So right now, the steps are totally in. And the reason they do this is so you have clearance when you're going off-road. As soon as you open it, they pop right down. Typically, I'm a little impatient, right? So typically, like there's some vans we sell that has those little power steps. I open the door and I wait 5 minutes and I jump over them a lot of times, so I won't wait. This thing here, there's no waiting. As soon as you open the door, there, and then you're in. And I love how big they are too. So very cool how they give you that. Something else that this Parks Ranger edition, the Drift edition, comes with is the Nacho exterior light package with the Nacho switch controller inside. But then they also come with the air compressor on board. And there's 3 places that you can fill air compressors. It has a 1-gallon tank. It also has the really cool stand-up paddleboard holders on the side of the van. So let's say you have kayaks, stand-up paddle boards, or even a small canoe, you can mount it to the driver's side of the van behind. There's these two big poles that they put on there to mount it with. It also has the electric awning. It has a shore power hookup. It has lithium. I mean, I can go on and on and on about all the features, but let's just kind of walk around and show you everything that we're talking about. So these are the Nacho lights. So you got two big ones here that are adjustable. You got two little ones there. You also have the ones that are right here. And we can also put some on top if you want. I think that might be a little overkill, but I love the lighting package that they give you right here. This is also an exclusive bumper to the drift package. This is made by Outside Vans in their factory in Portland, Oregon. They also bring out the parking sensors on it. This is the all-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter that is fully loaded. LED high performance headlights. It has the high output 4-cylinder engine with more horsepower, more torque, better miles per gallon than the previous 6-cylinder engine, which is pretty insane, right? Those German engineers, they know exactly what they're doing. I love this adjustable suspension, right? So if you're about to go over, if you need to go fast over little tiny ones, you can make an adjustment. If you want to go slow and kind of climb undulations, you can make an adjustment for that. So you can adjust it depending on the speed you need to go, depending on the reaction time that you want. You have fully adjustable front and rear suspension. So the adjustments right here, very simple to do. It replaces the entire Mercedes suspension. So they have made this, I mean, if in order to put this suspension on a van, I think the price that I saw was $20,000 to $25,000 to put this suspension on any other van. So this is a very high end, one of the highest end suspensions that they make. It is definitely the highest end that they offer on one of their vans. I love, there again, you got your power running board, even on the driver's side, and there are lights under it, so that way you can step up. Here is the poles for your stand-up paddleboard, for your kayak, for your small canoe, for whatever you want to put. They got little clips in here. I mean, you can put bikes on here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do, but there's two poles here that are meant to hold it. You do have your gray tank back here. You have your water fill here. You do have your rear suspension here. So they add to the leaf springs to avoid that bounce when you're going down the road and when you're going off-road or just when you're on the highway. So this also improves the ride while you're just driving down the highway. You're not feeling every bump, you're not feeling every turn. This is the 170 standard chassis, so it's 22 feet long, which is nice, to where you don't have a ton of overhang off the back. And then the rear suspension is also adjustable back here. These are those wheels I was telling you about that are exclusive on the drift. Oh, look at this. This is the drift package. So this is like, they made it for Florida, which is pretty cool. It's like a blue ocean theme with a compass. And we took these to the Tampa Super Show a couple months ago. And the very first one to sell on the first day was this drift model. And then I was like, man, we got to have another one of these. These things are awesome. And then we've had a lot of interest in it since then. So pretty cool. It does have the 30 amp service, but with the lithium batteries, I don't know if you need the 30 amp service. It has 620 amp hours of lithium batteries. It has a 3,000 watt inverter. It has the high output alternator. It has solar on the roof. Everything is powered through the Garmin system. So the Garmin controls everything in the coach. So lots of cool technology. The other cool thing is that buying from Sunshine State RVs, this stuff might be overwhelming. It might be like, man, there's a lot going on here that I'm not understanding, suspension-wise, lithium-wise, plumbing-wise. So that's something that we're here to help you with, right? We'll fly you here from anywhere in the country. We will spend as much time with you teaching you how to use your new RV, how to use the electronics, how to use the suspension, when to do what, how to do it, how to drain it, how to fill it, all of that. Then for your first 2 nights, we put you up at a local campground so that way you can test everything in the RV. You can test inside, outside, any issues, anything you don't understand or forgot, you come right back and we take care of it right away. Corey, one of our technicians, and now we have Justin also helping us. Both of those guys are extremely knowledgeable when it comes to teaching you how to use your new RV, and they spend as much time with you as you need. And then once you own your coach, we guarantee you service appointments within 5 days. We give you tech support for as long as you own it. So we're not just trying to sell you an RV, we truly are. We want to make sure that the whole time you're camping, the whole time you own it, you truly understand how to work your RV, and you know that when you leave Gainesville, everything is working exactly the way that it should. So I love all of the accessories that they put on here. So they make this stuff themselves in Portland, Oregon. So they make these racks, they make the hinges. They, like I said, they powder coated these wheels to give it that look. They also make this utility box here, which is a very cool, nice big box. Oh, this is a hammock. So this hammock during our Ocala show was on the back of this here, and people were laying in the hammock on the back. There was a hammock that came in the hitch. I don't know if they made it or not, but it was there and it was pretty cool. So there is a shelf in this box that's adjustable. There are bigger boxes, but I'm a big fan of the box idea because there are some things that you don't want to store in your Sprinter van, and because of that, that's why we give you this. So you can also use bungee cords. You can store things on the back of this Molly panel here. So their logo's on it. That means they made it. So Outside Van just doesn't buy a bunch of stuff from a lot of places and just slap it on there. They make it to the quality that they require. They make it to the weight and the specific quality and all the specs that they want for their van. And I love the two-tone color also. It goes along with the drift theme. All of this stuff is exclusive to the drift. They also make this big double step back here on the tow hitch. So the big double step has grip tape on it to where you can stand up. So let's say we open this here and we open this like that. And then this is how you can get in and out of the back, which is nice because it's a double step. Some have one single step, but this is the double step. So this is the rear bath model. And usually when you say rear bath, you think, oh yeah, it has a little bit of a bigger bathroom in the rear of the RV, which is great for bigger guys like myself. But what's so cool about this has a true dry bath. This isn't to where they're combined, the shower and the toilet. This is a true dry bath. So you step into the shower and you take the shower curtain, spin it around, and now you are showering in the shower. And then when you're done, you move your shower curtain back and everything outside there's dry. Somebody else could be in here if you really know them well, or you can just move this like this. But I would say that most of the rear baths that we deal with, they don't have this true dry bath. Then you have a toilet with a cassette. So then here's your toilet and you're on the toilet. You have plenty of room to use the bathroom, plenty of room to sit here. You can actually recline. I mean, look how comfortable this is. There's a lot of space back here to just hang out. Not that anybody wants to really hang out back here, but you could if you needed to get away for a minute. But I like the space on the toilet. I love the dry bath. I absolutely love how big this dry bath is. And then here's your cassette here. Also in here, you have a sink to brush your teeth, wash your hands. You have a mirror. There is a medicine cabinet there, separate lights, and there is storage in here with their high quality, real wood, dovetail everything, soft closing. I mean, I gotta tell you, the more I dig into this, the more I think this is pretty stinking awesome. You have a shelf here to put your shampoo and your conditioner. They call it a shower caddy. You have hot water and cold water. The roof height back here is 76 inches. 76 inches, let's see, battery's on. 76 inches worth of roof height back here to stand up. So I'm 6 foot tall. There's, plenty of room. You do have an exhaust fan back here too. So you have an exhaust fan. You have a full dry shower, stand-up walk-in shower with a drain. You have a cassette toilet. You have a sink. You have a medicine cabinet there. You got a shower caddy there, place for your towels. This is awesome. I'm a golfer, so I really enjoy golfing. If I was to take this van out golfing with my wife or just, with a couple of guys, I would store my golf clubs in here. And then when it came time to use the bathroom, take the golf clubs out, put them up there, go to the bathroom, and kind of go back and forth. Or put the golf clubs in the shower, strap them into here, and then just to use the bathroom, you can still use the bathroom without taking the golf clubs out. Then when you go to shower, which is once a day for 5 minutes, that's when you take your golf clubs out. So you can double this as a golf club holder. You can double this as storage. And then when it comes time to shower, just take this stuff out and you got plenty of room. So I love how much room they give you, how deep it is, how it feels back here, right? On the back doors, they have these Molly panels. And these are something else that they make. So these MOLLE panels, you can store things on. You can strap things on both the top and bottom here, and then the big what do you call these things? Yes, the big pouches. Man, I'm at a mind blank sometimes today. The big pouches that are on both doors, you can store things in there as well. So when I first saw this, I was kind of like, man, I wonder why they don't give you windows in the back, right? Like most other vans all have windows in the back, and outside van, none of theirs have windows. And when I asked them about it, they said, Nick, we do that by design because we want there to be better insulation. We don't want heat coming into the van or cold weather. So we're able to put more insulation by where the windows are. We can also store things on the inside and the outside instead of having windows. And with something like this, even if there was windows there, you can't see through the windows. You can't see through the back, the driver and passenger. And so a lot of times when people are traveling, they're traveling with this thing here shut like this. So even if that's open or shut, you cannot see through the windows. So I said, you know what? I guess I understand that. You can't see through the windows. It's better insulation, storage on the inside, storage on the outside, one less thing to break. You know, I can see why they don't put windows on the outside there. Let me show you this real quick. So this is the cassette. So this is a cassette toilet. Cassette, what do you call it? Tank. So when you're done using the bathroom, you can just walk and then you take it and then you pick it up. It's like this. You open it, spin it, and then you dump it wherever you're gonna dump it. So pretty cool the way they set this up. And then when you're ready, or when you're done with that, you just kind of stick it back in there, shut it, and lock it. And so it's all right there. There's an electric flush, so it doesn't just go in there. You press the button and it flushes it in there, which is nice. You got 110 plugs as well. I gotta tell you, wait till we go up front. You're gonna love the front. I love this bathroom. I absolutely love the space. I love the function. I love that the shower and the toilet and everything are separate, so it's a dry bathroom. And I like the back that you can still store things on these windows here. So that's probably the most time I ever spent explaining and talking about a bathroom. But there's a reason. It's great, right? So you got lots of camera. Oh, look at this. So you got lights up here. So there's more lights. So this roof rack on top, they give you LED lights all the way around the coach. Let me see, were there any lights on this side? Nope, so there's lights all over the front, and then there's lights on the back here as well, which is really nice. Like I mentioned about the drift here, so you have the big logo, you have the big power awning with LED lights, and then you have your power step. So as soon as you open the door, there you go. As soon as you open the door, the power step drops. So let's utilize this power step and let's get our butts inside this drift and check it out. I don't know if there's another Sprinter van that's this size that feels this open inside of it. Just from how wide, just from how open it feels, how it just feels taller. I don't know if it's the colors or the fabric or the cabinets, but just standing in here, I just really feel this is wide open, even going all the way back to the bathroom. You know, I love that, like, even all this stuff here, they make themselves. So the window coverings, you can tell, I mean, obviously it's branded, but these are just magnetic window coverings that are sun reflective to where it absorbs the heat, but they're super high quality. They fold right up, and then when you want to put them back on, you just, you know, magnetize and just stick them right back on. Very easy to take on and off. I love the fabric feel everywhere you go. There's fabric feel. The aluminum here. Behind every one of these cabinets and all of this is all attached to galvanized steel in the frame and structure of this. So there's no rattles, there's no squeaks. When we were at the Ocala show last week, we had somebody drive one of these and they bought it instantly. They said they have never been in a Class B van with all the stuff this had inside of it, that when they drove it down the road, they heard no squeaks and no rattles. And that was something that was a big deal to Outside Van when they were designing this, and then when they were building it. I mean, they've been making these for 30 years. A big deal to them was that there was gonna be no rattles and no squeaks anywhere in this van. So pretty cool that they were able to accomplish that. Standing in here, you do have the kitchen here. So it's a good sized kitchen. It has a big double sink. So, you know, in a rear bath, you typically have a smaller area here because the bathroom takes up a lot of space, but they were able to give you a big sink there with a home residential style faucet, hot and cold water there. You have a microwave, you have your Garmin system here. So everything is controlled from the Garmin system. You do have cabinets there. As we're coming down, you have an induction stove. So if you want to cook right here, you can. If you want to pick it up and put it right here, you can, and just plug it in. If you want to take it outside and use it, you can use the induction stove, or you don't leave it at your house. You don't have to bring it with you. But a lot of people do end up cooking. I love the isotherm fridge. So you have an isotherm fridge and freezer here, which isotherm is a very high quality. And then you have an extra deep drawer there. You have drawers here, and you have a cabinet here that goes all the way back there. So nice deep drawers, nice deep cabinets. Like I mentioned, solid wood with the real dovetail connections there, all soft closing. Look at that. Soft closing, then you lock them. So that way when you're driving, they do not open, and lots of space here. So I really like the function of the kitchen to where it's easy to where if you're cooking something or preparing something, you can hand it out outside, you can hand it inside. It kind of gives you that good feel there. Garmin is showing up in a lot more vans, right? To have a full control center right here, designed by Garmin. This is the Outside Van interface. And so every screen you go on has a cool different background of off-roading, which is pretty neat. So here you have, you know, the mountains there. This one you have a different mountain pass. This one you have like a lake. And then here you have, look at that, looks like flowers and more mountains. So I guess they want you to go to the mountains. Even though this is the drift and we're taking this to the beach, this is all mountains. So everything is on here. Your inverter, you have your air conditioner, your heater, your hydronic heater, because this has no propane. So the heater is used from the fuel system. And then this is all of your lights. And then here you have everything kind of on a home screen, which is really nice. You'd have more cabinets here where you turn your batteries on and off. You have 2 lithium batteries. They're both 310 amp hour Lithionics batteries, and they're stored in here, which is nice. One of these we sold. We did add another battery for the customer, so you were able to have 3 310 amp hour lithium batteries, which is really nice. I like how they give you another storage compartment here, but they didn't close it. They just kind of left it open so you can access it pretty easy. As you kind of walk through, you do have more storage on both sides. Oh, here's those fancy pillows. I knew these were someone. Look at that pillow there. How cool these things are. There. You know, Outside Van does a good job with their decor and their design. Not that I know anything about decor design, but my wife is an interior designer, and she always tells me when things are aesthetically pleasing or not. More storage here and more storage here. So, you know, I was talking about the different window coverings that they give us. So these are window coverings for the fans. So this is a sun one, and then this is the thing. So for right here, to cover this, that goes just like that. How cool is that? I think it looks good, but I think it's also super useful that it has reflecting to where when the sun is beating on it, it is not getting your van hot. So they know this is made for the beach, so they do it that way. Let's jump up here. Let me show you this real quick before we go all the way to the back. So I really like this here. This is kind of a, some people have called it the pizza oven, but it's not. This is more of a storage rack here, but it is open. They use a 3M moisture wicking insulation, and 3M's top of the line with anything that they do, vinyl wrap, insulation, all that. So they use a 3M insulation in the entire van. So this here is not considered a pizza oven. This is a storage cabinet. So right now they have a, you know, they give you a little bag with all the goodies in it for the the air and all the different, the water system, water filtration. But this is a big, I mean, look how deep this storage compartment, it goes all the way on my arm. And then you can store stuff like this in here. There's lots of stuff you can store here. Some people like it, some people don't like having this. So there's bolts here and you can just take it off so you have more room to kind of walk through. I really appreciate how they dressed up the front seats. So they did a custom logo on the headrest. Like I said, the only place you can buy the drift van is at Sunshine State RVs. You can't buy this drift van with these colors, these options, this vinyl package, these window coverings, any of this stuff. You cannot buy this van anywhere else. This is an exclusive for Sunshine State RVs, and it's pretty awesome looking. This is where you control all your lights, so you can turn them on and off there. So if you look, as you press the buttons, the lights turn on and off. I really like that. This is also where you can control the air. The air compressor is there, the lights are here. You have a digital rear view mirror, and you have every Mercedes option. So you got the upgraded Alpine speakers, you got power seats, heated seats, push button start, adaptive cruise control, everything that Mercedes offers on a chassis, Outside Van gives you on this chassis. What I really love about this area is that this is a great second dining area. So you got twin beds back there with the big lagoon table, but then this area is really nice to just sit and hang out. You know, I always mention it. My wife likes to sleep a little longer than me. Not a ton longer sometimes, but a little longer. And when she does, you know, I got to turn lights off and I got to tip around like a ninja. But when I can tip around like a ninja, I can get out of bed. I can walk up here very quietly. And I can just chill. Now, if it's nice, obviously I'll go outside, but that'll probably wake her up. But if I can just sit up here and just hang out, I really enjoy propping my feet up and drinking my coffee. This is a great area to do that, right? And then she can be sleeping back here and I can be hanging out up here, you know, reading my Bible. I can catch up on the Florida Gators. I can drink my coffee, but I like having a separate area out separate from the bed up here. So I think this is cool. This is where you store the table. They do give you an Alpine subwoofer down there, which is nice. So if you did want some louder music, you wanted something that you can enjoy. People really like this area here because this is where your dog usually drives, either here or there. So we were there again, you know, I know I keep mentioning, we were at the Ocala show last week, and that's where I get to talk to customers the most, right? Because I'm there at the show, and when everybody's busy, I just go and start helping people out. And so I'm talking to them, and they're like, man, I really want a van that behind the passenger seat, there's an area I can throw a dog bed and my dog can sit while we drive, or in between us. And I showed them this model because it had such a big area behind the passenger seat here. As we're sitting on the dinette area here, or the twin beds, dinette, this is nice because you have this little, I don't know, like an armrest kinda. You have a wireless charging pad, you got cup holders, 110 plugs there, USB and USB-C on this side, and just, you know, kind of hanging out. So I can envision myself cooking and my wife sitting here. You know, one of my midlife crisis things has happened in the last couple of years. I started cooking a lot now. And so I don't coach my kids' sports anymore because they're all kind of growing up. My kids got engaged in the last week. My oldest daughter's wanting to get married in the next year, and so I'm super excited about that. But as the kids are moving out of the house, I'm needing to find hobbies. And I like to golf, but that golf gets me out of the house. So I've started really enjoying cooking, which is nice. So I'd be standing here cooking, and my wife would be here hanging out, you know, whipping the, no, I'm joking. She's, for the last 22 years, she's done all the cooking in the family, and I've sat here and hung out. So now, you know, roles are reversing. But I really like how comfortable this is. They do give you a lagoon table that is very flexible. So you can be sitting, working here while one person is there or there. And you know what? We actually added another lagoon table for the person that bought the other ones. So that way there's a second, oh, actually, you know what? They added it. I thought we did. They added it there. So you can move this to the second side or get a second lagoon leg and table and do it there. But all of your information, everything is here. It does have internet. It has the smart TV. It has plugs everywhere. And I just love that. When I'm hanging out, I can just remove this very easily. And I mean, look how big that window is. So that window is so big and beautiful there. You can easily just remove this. I can be sitting here and I can be looking out the window. I can be looking out the window behind me and have lots of natural light in here and lots of room, which is really nice. I love how open this is. I love how it feels. And that's all part of the package. That's all kind of how they designed it. So you do have some more big cabinets here. You have a Gree air conditioner. The smart TV can easily kind of move around. And so if you wanted to watch it from this side, if you want to watch it from that side, or just kind of leave it where it is, it does move around very easily. And I know I showed this area. Let me strap this in so it's out of the way. But this is something else. You know, they make all this. So everything the Outside Van makes in this van has a 3-year warranty. So all their cabinetry, all their wiring, all their cushions, all of their infrastructure, everything on the van has a 3-year warranty from Outside Van, which is pretty awesome. But just kind of showing you the bathroom from this side of it, how much space is in here, how wide it is, and how deep it is, and how much room there is to actually, you know, sit on the toilet and you know, handle your business. You know, you have racks here, racks there, you can store things, and then you do feel private. Without the windows there, it does feel a little more private. And then obviously, like I showed you earlier, you get in the shower, you unhook your thing, and then you can move your shower curtain and keep it in here. You can keep the water inside the shower and it doesn't get on the floor, it doesn't get in your cabinets, it doesn't hit anything else. This is a true dry bathroom, I guess they call it, a separate shower from your toilet. I mean, I don't know if we have another Sprinter van this size that has a true dry bathroom with a shower there, a toilet here, and a sink here. So lots of great space here. Twin beds that can also be made into one big bed by taking the cushions and putting them there. Nice big kitchen. The off-road capability is second to none. I mean, the way that they designed it, the Fox Racing suspension, Performance Elite, all the lights, the air compressors, the all-wheel drive, there really is nowhere that you are going to be limited to going. When you're talking about suspension, you're talking about lithium, you're talking about the fresh water, 22 gallons, the gray water, 20 gallons. You got your cassette toilet there. I mean, you have everything you need in this van to get you to go outside. How you like that, huh? This Outside Van, the Drift model, has everything you need to travel anywhere in the country. So I truly have fallen in love with this. I have been so impressed with their whole line, not just this one. They make a Sync line, they make the Parks, they make the Parks Ranger, they make their Pop Top. I mean, they make some pretty awesome vans. And I think if you're looking for an Overland van, if you're looking for something that's high quality, that has the capability, I think Outside Van should be at the top of that list to give it a shot. We have them all here in Gainesville. We will ship them for free anywhere in the country, or we will fly you to Gainesville to check them out. So thank you very much for watching. And I think that Outside Van is really going to impress you if you give them a shot.